Welcome to Phillips Projections. I'm very excited for this video. We are going to be creating a cathedral scene using AtmosFX's new Gargoyles pack. And I'm not only excited because we're going to be using this awesome Gargoyle pack, which includes a lot of different things, but I'm also really excited that we are going to be using the Luxedo Portal that was just updated. So I'm going to take you through, I'm going to show you around, and we're going to create a nice, easy show. Let's get started. So to get us started, we're going to be in the new Luxedo Portal. At this point, when you go in, you are going to be in the Legacy Portal, and it's going to recommend that you click something down here to try the new portal. Once you go over, it's going to have you sign out and bring you back in, and it's going to bring you back to this scene. And I'll show you that path because this is really new. They just launched it out, and it has a lot of the things there, but it is missing one of the things that we are going to use, which is the background removal. So we're going to be doing that in the Legacy Portal, but we will be doing the majority of our work here in this new portal. So what we're going to be featuring today, we're going to be using one of the custom mapping facades, which is going to be the Cathedral pack, which is created specifically for your house. We're also going to be featuring many of the things from the Legends of Halloween Gargoyle pack, which you can see demoing here. There's a lot of things that go in, so it is this price here at this point. It may change at some point, but it is this price, which might seem like a lot, but when you really look, there are a lot of different things that are included. And not only are all of these different scenes, so like Gargoyle Frights, there's multiple ones within here, so you can click and you can see that there's some here. But there's also all different display modes as well, so you can use it in a bunch of different things. If you are kind of picking and choosing, or when you do download these, the ones that I'll be utilizing today are the ones that are the Hallusion ones. And so we will use those. Those work out the best with us because it has no background. It will just be that black background, and you will have the full like top to toes. All right, so we're going to be using a couple of these. I can't utilize them all because I just don't have the time to do that in this quick video. So let's get into our new Luxedo Portal. The first step that you're going to be doing is go over to Media, and then you will be clicking this big plus button right next to it and upload media. Now what I recommend is dragging and dropping all the files in, or if you have a folder of all of them, you can just drag and drop the folder, and then it will show something like this. These are movies, this is a picture, and the pictures will show the thumbnails right away. Once you do that, you're going to click upload. All these bars will turn green and you'll be ready. So just to save some time, I already uploaded them for us. So you can see that they are going to be down in here. One of the nice things you can also do to help keep that nice and clean is create a folder to stuff things in folders. So you can have it where it's a Gargoyle folder, you can have it a Facades folder, you can have it a Skeletons folder, you could have it a Halloween folder. However you want to organize things, I do recommend starting to organize as you go. All right. So this is a step that we do have to go back to change our videos into the transparent backgrounds. So I'm going to go to Return to Legacy Portal. We're going to go into the media library, and then we are going to have to transfer our videos over to have the transparent backgrounds. Now you can see that I already went ahead and I did these ahead of time just to speed the process up for this video, but I'll show you how to do it. So Gargoyle 3 here has not been updated, so I'm going to right click on it. I'm going to go to Edit, then Remove Background. The first step that I'm going to do is move in here into the video where you can see one, and you can just pick a scene that has some like good lighting in between that shows like the differences. So I'll just, find a nice scene. There you go. You can see the edges. I'm going to make sure my backdrop is a color. So I will click that and click Save. And then I'm going to go ahead and pick a black color. You can do pick color from image, but what I'm finding with the gargoyle scene, since it's so dark anyway, I found that the pure black is the best bet to go with. Now I'm going to leave these right here, and then I'm going to go ahead and hit apply, which is going to show how it looks with the background cut out. You can see that there's some flyaways here. Typically, you'll want to change and try to figure that out, but if you look at this, it really is not bad, and it will not show up poorly in the video because these will be shrunken down a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and hit Save Changes, and yes, I wanted to overwrite the file. And then this is going to chug along, and I'm going to speed it up just so you don't have to sit here and wait for the entire process. Okay, so it closed out of that window and we're back here, and this is now done. I clicked off and you can see that it went to that transparent background. This is all finished. Okay, so here I am back at the dashboard, and we're going to go ahead and create the scene using the legacy version. So I'm going to go to Create. I'm going to go ahead and type in Gargoyle. And then I'm going to leave this. You can leave that alone. I'm going to go to Create. And for this one, because we're doing the transparencies and this is still in beta and the transparencies have been a little flaky for me today. So I'm going to go to the old editor, and I'm going to now start adding things in. So my media is over here on this side. So I'm going to go ahead and go to my cathedral, drag and drop that out, and then I'm going to expand this out. And remember to grab from the corners so everything stays nice and even for you. So there it is, all expanded. I'm going to go up here and I'm going to name this background. And you can see that just by dragging and dropping that picture that was created, which you can order from me, the link is down below, it transforms the entire house. So you could even just go with this and then put that out there and your house is going to look awesome. But we're going to step it up a notch. We're going to go in and we're going to lock this layer here. And this is the layer, actually before we lock it, let's rename. So I'm just going to name this background, submit, and then I'm going to lock it. And that way I can't move this around. That is one of the most helpful features. So the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and I'm going to add a new layer here. And that layer is going to be called Gargoyles. So let's rename it. Submit. Now I can start dragging and dropping some gargoyles in. So I'm going to go over to my user content. I'm going to go to choose one of my gargoyles and I'm going to drag and drop that on. Yes, I want to change this, and that will just extend the track out so it fits. Going to pick a time in there and you can see that the house disappears behind. So I have to extend this out as well. And you can see when I click on here, my gargoyle doesn't show up. That's just because my layers are flipped here. So to get my gargoyle to show up, I have to make sure that this is up on top. So I'm just dragging and dropping it so my gargoyle folder is up on top. Now you can see that he showed up there for us. So I'm going to move this over this way and move back a little bit in the time, and then you can see that he is now moving along with this. All right. Okay, so I positioned him. I'm going to hit play. And it looks like I need to move him down a little bit too. There we go. All right, now I'm going to hit play again. And what I'm doing is I'm just looking for a good spot for him to sit. And this looks like it's going to be it. So there's one gargoyle. Now I'm going to go ahead and I can add other ones in, and I just want to make sure I do it within that folder. So here I am. I'll click save and go down. And now I'm going to pick another one here and drag and drop this onto the picture. And I will move this over here so it starts a little later. Click on this, move it around. And you can see him just showing up there. Perfect. And now these guys will work together at the same time. Now you will hear audio going over each other. If you want to turn off the sound, you can come over to here and you can click, and then that will mute this video track if you don't want that to be there. But for the most part, for this, it's going to be perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just move or add a couple other gargoyles in, and then I will show you what we need to do to finish off our video here. Okay, now my video is all finished, so I'm going to go up here and I'm going to save it. And then I'm going to go to this one and hit render your scene. And then I'm going to click on render and click on turbo render. Now what this is going to do is it's going to take all of those layers and it's going to compress them all into one video that is able to be played on your Luxedo projector. Alright, the render is all done, so I'm going to go ahead and click done. And now my video is all ready, so I can go ahead and set up my scene. I can hit play scene from here, preview it right on the device, which is a really cool thing to be able to do. So what I will do is I will go ahead and I will create a new light show, and I will, let's say, new light show and gargoyle, or let's do Halloween 2023, or whatever year you're doing it. Then I'm going to click create, add my scene, add my gargoyle, and then I'm going to click render and save. Now what this is going to do, if I had multiple videos stitched together, it would render it all into one line. So for instance, if my Halloween scene was the gargoyle and also the skeleton one, then it would put those all together, so it would make it one long video instead of trying to do all the piecing, which really helps out on the reliability of your show. If you have not purchased your facade yet, you can do that by heading to shopholidayprojectionmapping.com. Scrolling on down, you can see that there are a couple different options, and there's going to continue to be more as it grows. Each one of these have different house themes that you can choose from. So this one, you can see the demo. This one has the haunted ballroom, which pairs well with those. pumpkin patch, stone dungeon, Victorian interior with faces, witch's hut, and it just keeps going. There is also another option where you can purchase custom themes. So if you go down, you can see here that you can choose your own custom themes as it goes. With this one, you are going to receive 5 different versions of your own custom theme. All you need to do is send me your snapshot or your mapping template, and I will take care of the rest.